And we're live. Yes, we're live. We're live. It's another EPL watch along we got going today. Nottingham Forest versus Liverpool. This is another this will be another good game. Let me see if I can find the AI sport here. Let's see. AI score. Let's see how Leon Bailey performs today. As you know, the international window is coming up very shortly, so we definitely want to see how Leon Bailey is going to look today. If he gets the start for Aston Villa, he's been performing very well. Nottingham Forest, they've been a bit hot and cool. They've been a bit hot and cool this season. And Aston Villa has been red hot. I have to say that Aston Villa has been one of those teams that have been performing very well. So we'll just bring up the AI score here on the screen just to just see the stats and see what we have going on here. Yes, the game is off. Don't think still have to get my starting lineup going, and I have to get the game rolling as well. I think maybe we don't have to download anything here. Yo, Unseen, big up yourself. I wonder if Leon Bailey, let's see if Leon Bailey is going to have a good performance today. Aston Villa has been red hot. Ilanga, the Swedish man, he's out there today for Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest started this game. They look pretty decent, but I think I'm predicting that Aston Villa is at least 2 to 3 goals better than this Nottingham Forest team, because Aston Villa is that team that's been playing very well this season. I don't think they're a surprise. Under Emery, a lot of people would see the major changes ever since he came in. Ever since he came in, this team has been improving. Everybody thought that Steven Gerrard, he was the problem, and you can clearly see that players like Leon Bailey started to come into their own. Let's just get the game. Leon Bailey has come into his own. Diaby as well. Diaby has been playing very well. I think he has been the major game changer for. He has been the major game changer for Aston Villa. Ever since he came into Aston Villa, it's been a whole nother ball game ever since he came in. Ali Watkins, he's on the move. He's been having a pretty good season as well. He's been playing, I can't lie, he has been surprising a lot of people this season. He's just racking up the goals. I think he might get a call up for England very soon if he continues in this form that he's playing. I can't see Ali Watkins not um, in that English squad going forward, because he's been playing very well. We have to be honest. He has surprised a lot of people. Always thought he was just a small forward, but he seems to show up in the right areas to get the goals whenever his team needs it. So I can't knock him for that. Really can't knock him for that. Let's just set it up over here on Facebook. I think I have to set it up over here properly on Facebook. But yeah, I can see, if for everybody who's Eric, big up yourself. Is Villa your team? I've been watching Aston Villa because Leon Bailey is playing at Aston Villa. So, we have to support Leon Bailey playing at Aston Villa. Wasn't Aston Villa fans just watching them. I think they play an exciting brand of football as well. I can't lie. They do play an exciting brand of football. We have to say that. Anybody who say that Aston Villa doesn't play an exciting brand of football, they would be mad. I'm just setting up the Facebook. Get it. Thought my Facebook was set up. They have been playing quite exciting, and they're on the move again. We're gonna get into it. We're going to get into it. Just have to set some stuff up here. Live football. EPL. Yeah, I have to get this going for my Facebook folks over there. Oh my God. Nottingham Forest has scored, people. Nottingham Forest is on the board. What a goal by Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest is on the board. Who would have thought that this early in the game that Aston Villa would be down? Nottingham Forest is in the game. Nottingham Forest has scored, people. It's 1-0 early on. Eric Stewart said, yeah, man, true that why I watch them as well. Yeah, that's the only reason why I really watch them. I can't lie to you. That's the only reason why I really watch them. I'm gonna be brutally honest. But Nottingham Forest, this is a brilliant goal. What a placement in the far corner for Nottingham Forest. I still think that this team has the juice to come back. I do think that Aston Villa will win this game. Nottingham Forest tends to start their games very quickly, but I don't know if they can keep up this momentum. But that's a brilliant start there by Nottingham Forest, guys. 1-0 with 5 minutes played in the game already. Who would have thought? Because I was expecting Aston Villa to give them a thrashing today, to be honest. I expected Aston Villa to win this game easily, but that's what happens in the EPL. You just never know who is gonna show up on the day. You never know who is gonna show up on the day. But Leon Bailey is not starting today, people. Leon Bailey didn't get the start. Would love to see what he looks like today, though, as the international window is coming up very shortly. The international window is coming up very shortly. Shout out to everybody over there on Facebook who is checking into the game, wherever you are. If you're an Aston Villa fan, if you are a Nottingham Forest fan, we have um, and Nottingham Forest tends to play very hard. They every game I watched with them this season against the bigger teams, they haven't been like a rollover where you just come out there and just beat them the way you expected it. Yeah. So who would have thought that people I still think Aston Villa, though, Aston Villa is missing a few pieces for them to be. I think next season Aston Villa will be a more competitive team. I think next season Aston Villa will be in the top three. This season is gonna be a bit tough because I think some of the other teams are gonna get better throughout. But however, still a close game. Bailey will come on to save the day, says Lee Young. It's fair to say that Leon Bailey has become a second half player around the 50th to the 60th minute. That's like his time in the game. The coach seems like he's much more, he feels safer playing Leon Bailey in those Europa League games because that's where Leon Bailey has been getting most of his goals. And he's been getting goals when the games have been basically over. Like Aston Villa might be up by two or three, then he comes in and score one of those goals. It hasn't been in those tough games where they really need him to score though. So I would want to see him score in games where it gets really hard and Aston Villa really needs him to score and he score in those games because he has been scoring in games where it's basically over already. Shout out to everybody over there on Facebook. Matthias, thanks for joining us wherever you are, and everybody on YouTube. On the move here, Aston Villa is lurking, got it inside the box. Good. Stop downplaying. No, I'm not downplaying anyone. IT push. I'm not downplaying anyone. That's a fact. The player has the player has mostly performed well in games where the game has been over. How do I sound bad mind, bro? Like, why did you come here with this bad mind thing on a Saturday morning, bro? Are you hangover from last night? Like, I'm here to talk about the game, bro. um I'm not here to just talk about Jamaica and Badman and stuff like that. I think the coach is still managing Bailey's time, says Darren. Yeah, managing Bailey's time. What do you mean by that, Darren? Because if you remember, no, they brought in Leon Bailey when they sold Grealish onto Grealish was sold to Man City, and Leon Bailey was almost his replacement when he came in. So the expectations for Leon Bailey was huge. He was supposed to be a game changer for Aston Villa when he came in. But I think Steven Gerrard didn't really manage Leon Bailey very well because the style of play that Steven Gerrard was implementing is that old school Liverpool style of play where he wants to create everything out of the center of the park. That's why he brought in Coutinho. That's why he brought in Coutinho in that team, and that didn't work out. And so Leon Bailey, his wide players weren't as effective. However, when Emery came in, you can see the difference. Emery you can see a huge difference because what Emery has done is Emery has basically utilized his wide players, and Aston Villa looks way more dangerous out wide. IT says a goal is a goal. I can agree that a goal is a goal, but he has only been scoring goals where the game has been done and dusted. That's a fact as well. He scored in the his goals in the Europa League has been pretty good, but his goals in the EPL are goals where the game has been where the game was in the bag already. The game was already in the bag. Yeah, today is Sunday. Cause he's just about fully fit. Yeah, I think he's getting back to full fitness. No, but Diaby. But look at Musa Diaby when he came in to Aston Villa, he immediately hit the ground and hit the ground running. Not saying that that's for everybody, that every player is going to come into a team and hit the ground running, but that's just a fact of the situation. Some Demarai Gray, look at Demarai Gray, where when he came in for Jamaica, he just hit the ground running right away, bro. Some players are just better at just getting going immediately. That's a fact. You can't deny that. And I'm not saying the player is not a good player, but it's also true that the goals that he has been scoring, the goals that he has been scoring has been is when the game is already done and dusted. That's a fact. Look at the score line in the games that he scored. Yeah, look at the score line in the games that he has scored. It's been big up yourself, Marcus Garvey, man, on the Sunday morning, wherever you are. Big up, shout out to everybody over there on Facebook. We've been getting the support over there on Facebook. Really appreciate it. I think a lot of people are here to see Leon Bailey as well in the second half of this game. We know Leon Bailey is the second half man. This would be a good game for a player like Leon Bailey to really come out there and bring his team back. Because the way how Nottingham Forest plays, Nottingham Forest is very compact in the way they defend. No, Aston Villa is on the break here again. But as you can see, the different layers in the Nottingham Forest defense, and us, Nottingham Forest is pressing this Aston Villa team very high up the park. That was close. That was close. That was close. Yeah. So it's this is not a bad mind thing. IT push. It's just that it's a fact. The player score goes in the Where's Leon Bailey? Guard. Leon Bailey is on the bench. Leon Bailey is on the bench. He's gonna have a tough time. Oh, this might be a handball. Is this going up to VAR? Let's see if VAR. Oh, okay. They already made the check because that looked like it could have possibly be a handball. Yeah, Leon Bailey has been the quote unquote super sub. Gart, where you been, man? Haven't seen you in a long time. Bless of yourself. Hope you and the family and everybody is doing well. Shout out to everybody over there in Africa, wherever you are. If you're in Denmark, Copenhagen, Norway, Stockholm, Sweden, wherever you are, in New York, London, wherever you are. It's EPL Sunday. We have another big game tonight. I think. I think Chelsea will be playing against Tottenham. That will be another banger tonight. I think as well. That's gonna be a good game tonight. I guarantee that because Chelsea, they have been creating chances, but Chelsea hasn't been scoring goals. I think as soon as Chelsea start getting the ball in the back of the net, they will become a dangerous team in the league. We have Nottingham Forest on the move here again. They look quite composed in the middle of the park. They have that 1-0 cushion to play with. So Nottingham Forest basically can just play their style of football. They don't really have to rush the game. Aston Villa will have to chase the game a bit here. However, I'm still confident based on how Aston Villa has been playing all season. I'm quite confident that Aston Villa still has what it takes to come back in this game. Only Jamaican delusion about Chippy. We love him, but he dropped in performance since he left Germany. Yeah, when the player was at Bayern Leverkusen, he was much better. But it maybe be a thing where the EPL is much tougher. Everybody know it's very tough to play in the EPL. It's very tough to play in the EPL. We all know that. Guatemala has dropped their squad already for that friendly international versus Jamaica. Last night, Brazil beat they just edged out Chile last night on penalties. That was a very good game of football. Saw a lot of young, talented Brazilians out there. Chile had the lead up into the 80th minutes around there, and Brazil came back and tied up that game and took it to penalties. Here we have Nottingham Forest on the move again, but disrupted by the defense. Aston Villa seems a bit all over the place. Aston Villa hasn't settled as yet. They're playing the ball a bit long, not really the way that we're used to seeing Aston Villa play. They're going very long out of the back. They tend to be the team that passes out of the back a bit more. Don't understand this long ball thing from Aston Villa today. Ilanga, as you know, Ilanga is that Swedish player that was at Manchester United And I think Nottingham Forest, they're building a quite solid team. They got some really good young talent. They have the Austrian up front as well. They have some pretty good young players. I really liked Ilanga when he was at Manchester United. I just think Ilanga didn't get enough playing time at Manchester United to really show what he's made of. So he is at Nottingham Forest getting the start. And so he should be able to get more playing time under his belt. Marcus said, to me personally, Chippy doesn't look like the EPL is bigger than him. He looked like he belongs there, but his decisions let him down in the game. But he has the qualities to be one of the outstanding EPL players. Yeah. Oh God. IT push. Me no know, bro. It's like you're still hangover from the carnival last night. People are just here commenting and talking about the player. Obviously, we are watching the game because we think that Aston Villa is a quality team. And I think this is a good opponent because these kind of teams, Nottingham Forest, Brightons, these kind of teams are the teams that steal points. Oh, good chance there for Ali Watkinson, but it's offside on that one. So 18 minutes played in the game already, guys. Let's just look at the statistics here and see where it is. 35% ball possession there. 35% ball possession to 65% ball possession. So we see where this game is going. The first corner goes to Aston Villa. Aston Villa, not a corner, but Aston Villa seems like they want to get on the ball. We know the style of play that Aston Villa plays. They haven't really sync up yet. They still seem like they are. I'm watching to support Leon Bailey. Yeah, I'm watching to support Leon Bailey. I think Leon Bailey is an exciting player. But he hasn't really got it together at Aston Villa, and a lot of us knows that it's injuries that has cost the player a lot of opportunities. And I think Steven Gerrard didn't handle the player very well either. But under this head coach, I think Leon Bailey should excel a bit more. And Aston Villa is still trying to figure out the way they really want to play. I still don't think. I think Aston Villa is a work in progress. I don't think Aston Villa has really figured out yet how they really want to play. So don't think Aston Villa has figured out really how they want to play. We have Aston Villa on the move here, just knocking it around, trying to find those weak areas in the Nottingham Forest defense. But you can look at the Nottingham Forest team, you can see the layers. They have three layers, and Aston Villa is finding it quite difficult to penetrate. Oh, was that a cross or was that a shot on goal? That almost went in, guys. Aston Villa almost put one in the back of the net through a cross coming in. The keeper was off his line. The keeper had to scramble on that one. The keeper had to scramble. That was tricky. The ball almost took the keeper in the back of the net. So my game hasn't started. Who do you support, IT Push? Who do you support? Are you a Chelsea fan? You seem like somebody who would be a Chelsea fan. I'm not going to hype up a Jamaican that he is doing good if he's doing poorly. That won't. How will he grow? Telling people to continue down the wrong path is caring for a player's career. Well, that's a good statement. Alive, bro. Yes. Oh, that was a danger. Well, that was a really good tackle. I wouldn't say that's a dangerous tackle. That's a dangerous tackle. But we have Nottingham Forest on the break with Ilanga here coming down the right hand side. Just slow down the play a bit here. Just turned it back. As I said, I think that Nottingham Forest seems quite comfortable just sitting on the ball and just getting some possession and let Aston Villa chase the game because they are already up 1 goal. So Aston Villa is the team that really needs to chase the game here, not Nottingham Forest. But I'm looking forward to the game tonight. That will be another big game with Chelsea and Tottenham because Tottenham, if they beat Chelsea tonight, that will be a huge statement for the Spurs because they've been playing very well this season. Aston Villa coming down the right hand side, just turned it back there, finding it difficult to penetrate this Nottingham Forest defense again, finding it very difficult to penetrate this defense from Nottingham Forest. Finding it very difficult. Turn over the ball in a dangerous position. What a pass. That was supposed to be a better RU. Charles Brammer. No, I can't show the game, bro. I don't have the. I'm watching the game. I'm watching the game and I'm showing the stats and I'm showing the tracker on the screen, but I can't show the game. I don't have license to show the game. Um, I don't have license to show the game. Um, oh, what a turn! Dangerous ball inside the box, well defended there by not the Nottingham Forest defender, but Aston Villa still has it down the left hand flank. Pass it back into the middle of the park. Aston Villa. Um, um, yeah, man, you can find the game as well on the internet, Charles. Um, Aston Villa seems to start lurking a bit. Aston Villa finally start getting into the game. Yes, Mr. Newcastle stand. Yeah, I think Ilanga is a really good player. I don't think he got enough respect when he was at Manchester United, but also when he was at Manchester United, there was a lot of stuff happening there at that time with the coach and Cristiano Ronaldo. So I think this is a good team for him to really apply his trade and get better. But we have Aston Villa, they're finding it difficult as I stated, but they're getting a little bit of traction down the left hand side. Dangerous ball inside the box, well cleared by the defender from Nottingham Forest, but that was a dangerous cross coming inside the box. And the man who scored the goal for Nottingham Forest had to do the cleanup work there on the defensive end. But we finally see Aston Villa starting to rev up the play a bit. Aston Villa finally starting to get back into their zone, starting to look like the Aston Villa team that we know them to be. They're finally starting to get their foot in the game. Knock it back outside here. They're getting a lot of traction down the right hand side. Cross coming inside the box, ticking down, shot blocked. Aston Villa on the prowl here. Aston Villa seems like they want to get into the game. They want to get that goal back potentially before the halftime break. I'm sure Aston Villa would like to have that goal back going into the dressing room because they wouldn't want to give up another goal. They wouldn't want to give up another goal because this Nottingham Forest team is playing solid defense. They are playing very solid on the defensive end. But not Aston Villa seems to be turning around the ball position, kind of finding their feet in this game. Criticism is uh, criticism is awesome. Okay, IT Kush, I think you're still hangover, bro. I don't know. I don't know what happened last night. Did you give some girls your number and they didn't call you, or I don't know what happened last night, bro? You're trying to change the discussion to some bad mind thing, and we're not gonna do that today. I won't give you any more clout on that, bro. If that's what you're here for, I can't help you. IT Push lives you live on Mars, can't reality on Earth. Yeah, he wants us to say that Leon Bailey, we max it. He wants us to say that Leon Bailey is playing is scoring goals in games that you need him to score. Nottingham Forest coming on the left hand side. Can he get it across? Great defending there by the Aston Villa defender. Great defending coming in with the slide tackle there. We can't see a player, as I said, in tough games. When you look at the game the other day with Barcelona and Real Madrid, and I said, if Jude Bellingham came up big in that game, then I can say this player is tough. And he did exactly that. Jude Bellingham came up big against one of the top clubs. Barcelona was up 1-0, dominating the game the entire first half. He took his team back, and Real Madrid won that game. Good defending there by Camara for Aston Villa um, to clean that one up. But again, this is a, let me know your prediction in the comment section, everybody. Let me know your prediction. I still have Aston Villa winning this game 2-1. I think when the game slows down a bit more in the second half, I think Aston Villa might just get in there and start to punish this Nottingham Forest team. However, Nottingham Forest seems very organized defensively, though. They seem very organized defensively. I have to say that. I'm very surprised because Aston Villa has looked very potent in attack throughout the season. Yeah, I don't think I can save IT push on this one. Aston Villa on the prowl again, just knocking it around, switching it over to the left-hand side. Can he get it across inside the box? Dangerous ball. The goalkeeper came and cut off that across at the near post there. But Aston Villa starting to chip away. Aston Villa seems like they want to get that goal back. Dangerous cross into the 18-yard box there. The striker just couldn't get a touch on that one to get it in front of goal. But that was good goalkeeping as well. The goalkeeper made sure he secured his near post on that one. I think the Aston Villa is starting to press Nottingham Forest a bit higher up the park. Dangerous ball to Ali Watkins there. Big up yourself, Jamaica Guna. Is this I don't know if that was a cross or that was a shot. When you see Emery up off the bench, you know that his team is going to start to play better. He sat down early on in the game to just watch the game start, but Emery is up on the sideline now. That tells me he's ready to start coaching. And you can see guys like Diaby, they starting to respond. Aston Villa starting to look like their old selves. Again, this might be a close game as the one yesterday. JD, I think, was the only one, and Mr. Newcastle who predicted that Newcastle would have won that game yesterday. I thought that Arsenal would have been at least a 2-goal favorite in that game. However, Newcastle was way more physical than Arsenal yesterday, and they took that 1-0 victory. JD, yeah. Yeah, bro. People always say we're not here to bash Leon Bailey, bro. He has improved. We can't deny that. Yeah. Claremont, foot match with Shamar. Yo, Claremont is playing today. Jamaica Guna. Damn, I have to start doing some watch along when Claremont is playing as well. I have to start doing that when Claremont is playing. I need to start tapping in. Jay Taylor, we got robbed, bro. Oh, yo, we didn't see any of the Gunners fans yesterday, JD. We still haven't seen Jason Guna. We still haven't seen Eddie Guna. This is the only 2 goals favorites. Yeah, I thought Arsenal was a two goal favorite yesterday against Aston Villa because Aston Villa only won, I think, one out of their last 5 games and drew some of their games. So Arsenal wasn't losing games. So I had Arsenal as 2-goal favorite in that game. But I also didn't know that Erdegaard wasn't playing. Yesterday, we saw that without Erdegaard, that the Arsenal midfield doesn't click. Saka, Martinelli, those guys are not as effective when Erdegaard is out there to just dice things up in front of the 18 and switch the play and he's also dangerous shooting the ball. So defenders have to watch him. Arsenal didn't have that yesterday. So Saka wasn't effective, and Martinelli and those guys wasn't they weren't as effective yesterday for Arsenal, and I think that's where they lost the game. That's where they lost the game. Zanolia no good, says David Jackson. Arsenal, yeah, and the VAR decision yesterday, that VAR decision yesterday against Arsenal, that was crazy. That was crazy. That VAR decision yesterday, where the ball was clearly out of bound. It seems like Joel Linton also handled the ball and also fouled the player, and the goal stood. The goal stood yesterday for Newcastle. Mr. Newcastle stand, I know you are a Newcastle fan, but we have to be honest. That goal yesterday against Arsenal was very sketchy, bro. That was a very spooky goal. But back to this game, Aston Villa. It's 33 minutes played in this game already, 1-0. Let's just take a look here at the ball possession. 3 corners for Aston Villa already, none for Nottingham Forest. 66 percent ball possession. We can see that Aston Villa is starting to just turn the wheels here and basically gain most of the ball possession. Shots on target, shots off target as well. So let's look at the stats. The last 5 games, Nottingham Forest 0 wins, 2 draws, and 3 loss. And lose 3. Score 1.4 and cancelled 2.4 per game. So the stats for Nottingham Forest coming into this game is not the greatest. It's not the greatest statistics for Nottingham Forest coming into this game. So that's why I'm saying that Aston Villa, if they really want to compete for a Champions League spot, they cannot drop games like this against Nottingham Forest. They have to win these kind of games. Yes, I'm watching Arsenal versus Manchester City. Bonnie Shaw. Okay. Joel Linton. Yeah. You're right about that. Joel Linton hand the ball long before they scored. I think Joel Linton handed the ball and he fouled the defender on that. But we have Aston Villa forgot how to play football from home, away from home. Yeah, Aston Villa doesn't seem themselves today. We might see Leon Bailey. This game looks like Leon Bailey will be coming in at halftime in this game. I think Aston Villa just need a little bit more punch from somebody with a little bit more speed to give Nottingham Forest something to think about. Turnover here. Diaby on the move, coming down the right-hand side. Can he get the shot off? Is this a goal for Aston Villa? What a save by the goalkeeper. Clear off the line, guys. Brilliant run there by Diaby. Nice combination out of the middle of the park after the defender turned over the ball. Beautiful run by Diaby, cutting in on his left foot, making the cross in front of goal. That first touch there by the striker, by the winger there, that was not the greatest first touch. And I think that's what kind of pushed him a bit wide. JD says, Zinolia no good, but always starts for Bailey coming to a new league. What are you saying? The coach don't know what he's doing? Big up yourself, Mr. United. But Diaby, look at Diaby. Diaby has just slotted in perfect in the EPL. He just came in and hit the ground running immediately. Shout out to everybody over there on Facebook, wherever you are as well. Let me drop the link in case anybody wants to join the show. Let me just drop the link there. For anybody who wants to join the StreamYard, the link is in the comment section. About 10 or 12 minutes left in the first half of this game. I think Nottingham Forest would love to secure this early lead going into the dressing room at halftime, but I'm looking for that substitution of Leon Bailey coming out in the second half, because I think Aston Villa is lacking something. They're missing that. Aston Villa is missing that punch, that extra. They need something They need something different. I think they look a bit predictable. Nice corner into the box. Turned back all the way to the goalkeeper for Aston Villa. Still think Aston Villa has the better team here. Still think that Aston Villa will win this game. Humza said Aston Villa forgot how to play football away from home. IT push a try watch all the game with Reggae Boys to see how they perform. Big up yourself, Mr. United. The man them a beat IT push on this one. IT push, not a soul fighting Bailey. He has gotten his highest praise from me for the last month. Stop making up stories. I think everybody has been quite honest and being fair with Leon Bailey. He's just not. He hasn't turned out to be what they expected. People have to remember that Leon Bailey came in for Jack Grealish. Grealish went to Man City and they bought Leon Bailey in from Liverpool, and it just didn't work out the way. But and as I said, I don't think a lot of the fault is on Leon Bailey when he came to Aston Villa. I think Steven Gerrard was just a bad coach. Steven Gerrard wasn't ready for the job at in the Premier League. He came in a bit too early, lacked the experience, and he just didn't know what to do. A lot of times people think because someone played football at a higher level, they automatically becomes a good coach. I don't think Steven Gerrard was a good coach. I think Steven Gerrard is coaching in the Saudi league right now, and I would love to know what um how well Steven Gerrard team is doing, because his style of coaching, I don't like his style of coaching. His style of coaching is very old school. Try to break down defense in the middle because he was a midfielder. But the game now in football is being played out wide on the wings. That's where football is played right now. You need great wingers. You look at the Mbappes. You need even Rashford. He plays out wide. You need top players out on the wings in your team to be very competitive. Even a player like Saha at Galatasaray, when he was at Crystal Palace, Saha loves to play out wide and hold up the play. Eva Bomier at Brentford, he's one of the best at holding. Bomier is one of the best at holding up the football out wide for Brentford. A lot of their attacks come through him when he takes the ball in isolation and hold up because they don't have an Ivan Tony. Um, Jamaica Guna says Diaby Zanola came in to basically replace Bailey, and in return, he has improved. I don't know. He has improved. Kudos to him. Yeah, he has improved. Kudos to him. Yeah, he has improved. Leon Bailey has improved this season. We have to be brutally honest. He has improved this season. The first season for Leon Bailey, it was Steven Gerrard and injuries, and he has improved. I still think though in the next transfer window they might let him go. I unless I don't know what's gonna happen. They might let him go unless the coach keeps him for depth. But I think they might let him go in the next transfer window. JD, how is Bunny playing? At the moment, Bailey is playing well. I agree, Mr. United. He's playing well. Um, he probably would want to get into the starting lineup a bit more. We have Jamaica Guna with us here. Let's see how we can set this up. So we still have something on the screen here. Yes, Jamaica Guna, are you there?
Yeah, man,
Yeah,
we're going.
I'm here.
Yeah, bless up yourself. Yeah. Big up to all of the fans them in the chat. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, anywhere else all across where they are. They are watching Clearman foot match
Mm-hmm.
um with our boy Shamar.
Yeah.
Um Nil all same way still. Shamar no score no goal yet for him side. It's close to
And
half.
Guna, like
half
we're streaming on Facebook and stuff as well, so you probably have to speak a little bit more English today. So because we have people who are not Jamaican. watching from
No,
African?
man, you always have people who are not Jamaican. Why are minimizing your thing to you? Yeah, I know Jamaican alone this your program.
Yeah, that's true.
When I
That's
see him from YouTube alone and a Jamaican alone this year.
yeah. But in this case, we have more
Yeah.
people who are not Jamaican.
All right, man. So do you want me to speak like this?
No, man, not really. So, no, you know what I mean, man. You know, if you switch the part, just a little, brother. Me, you talk like
No,
that all the
you're
while.
good, man. Stop
Yeah,
move like you don't know, man. We
yeah,
know what it is, man.
yeah. Me
You
know
take
your
things,
thing,
you take
brother.
things too serious, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
you
man.
can't be a Jamaican, you can't take care of the bro. G. You lose
No,
a
man. Me,
Jamaican
me,
visa,
me
you know?
tell the truth. Me know. Oh, even when you are speak patois, you still
Yeah,
speaking
me,
with
me
a
speak
deep
patois with,
understanding.
remember some of Kingston, man, so I speak patois with a little, a little
Yeah,
thing.
with a little
But yeah,
flavor.
man, but yeah, so I'm here watching the match, man, and yeah, it's close to halftime. No
Yeah,
goal scored as yet. They're playing. It's Claremont versus Strasbourg at Strasbourg House.
yeah,
So Shamar is having an okay game so far, to be honest.
yeah,
Hasn't looked too dangerous in the attacking sense as yet, but they're holding their own. Claremont is not like Claremont is, I think, is at the bottom of the league standings. So there's a high possibility that they may get relegated. And
okay.
but I think if they do, I think Shamar Nicholson will get picked up by a bigger team.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I have to be brutally honest, bro. He looks he looks totally different this season. He looks
Yeah,
totally
I'm
different.
impressed by him. I've watched a few of the matches. I've watched a few of the matches live. Like since the season started, I think I watched like 5 matches or 4 matches live.
Yeah,
And yeah, and I watch highlights of all the matches and stuff. Um, what some of our fan base can do sometimes, is to keep a check on our Jamaican ballers. Them can just go up on Google and and set the notification to notify them when one of the teams are being played. Similarly to what I do with like Aston Villa, Claremont Foot. I also due to the Italian team
yeah.
that our baller is playing
Salernitana,
for. Yeah.
Fiorentina.
I do
I
it for
think
that team as well.
Chamante
So
is
when they're
already
playing matches,
struggling, bro. I look at some
yeah, I
highlights.
think so too.
He's
Yeah, I
lost.
think so.
And Guna, it came down to what I said the other day when I said it was. I think somebody came on the show to tackle me with this when I said taking a player like that from the Jamaican JPL and skipping all those other steps is like leaving sixth grade in Jamaica and going to Harvard.
But you have people that have that ability. So you have special players. Everything is not just down to what is expected. If that was what we were depending on across all spectrums, then we wouldn't have a world. Extraordinary people do extraordinary things all the time. So you have first season syndrome where players have to adjust to the tempo of the game and the aggression or the technicality or whatever it may be that they have to adjust to depending on the league. So I don't think it's impossible. I don't think it's fair either to judge him based on so far, because I would expect that big jump to have struggles in it.
Mm-hmm.
But so I wouldn't look at this season as it's his first professional season. We have to look at things in context. He has been a semi-professional player all his life. This is his first professional season. This is a jump from the JPL, which is not in the top 20 or the top 30 leagues, to one of the leagues I'm in the top 5. So that's a huge jump, and that analogy that you made, which says from 6th grade to Harvard, is probably close to the jump. Is a huge jump, right? But if he's a special player, I wouldn't judge him off this first season. I would give him this first season to bed in, to adjust himself, and if he comes out the next season or if he gets transferred to a similar team or whatever, then we can judge him off that. But I think this season it's going to be a learning experience for him. He's going to have to come up to the tactics. He's going to have to come up to the physicality that is in the Italian league and stuff like that in order to make a real impact. And if we have to look closer to, let's say, halfway through the season, then we can probably assess him. Maybe like in January or so, we can probably January, February, we can assess him by them time. But I think him personally, I think he's struggling, but I would expect it.
Yeah, I think he's struggling, and I think they have a new head coach now, right? And that's a problem. If you're not performing and there's a new head coach, you might be in problem because the head coach that brought you in, maybe this new head coach is not fond of how you're playing. You know?
Yeah, maybe you can never tell when new coaches come in, they reset him. So
Mm,
one coach will have a player on the bench for his entire tenure, and when another coach come in, that player is a starter. So
mm.
it depends on everybody is about philosophy, and people have varying philosophies as it relates to football, how they wish to play. I think Inzaghi forward, Pippo Inzaghi, Italian football legend, um, highest goal scorer in Champions League, goal scorer, highest Champions League goal scorer. So
Mm.
we're talking about a striker coming in. So it may be beneficial to him as well. You may be able to teach him a few of his tricks in terms of his movement and in terms of his reading of the game and stuff like that. So you never know.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I wish the player all the best. I just believe that he skipped a lot of steps, and it's not his fault. They brought him there, so he just has to kick on from there. You know?
You have players coming straight from Africa straight into the Italian league. You have leagues people coming straight from Italian league and straight into the Portuguese league or wherever it may be. But so you have players coming from similar leagues as the JPL in terms of quality coming in. But the difference is I think those players are coming in more equipped in terms
Yeah.
of technical ability. So I think that comes down to us in terms of our schools. As Jamaicans, the Jamaican schools maybe they are not teaching that technical. Most of the players they're natural.
Hmm.
It's what they learn, it's what they have their natural ability. And the way how to do things right sometimes doesn't get taught. If you're gonna kick the ball, make sure your hand is pointing down, make sure your knees over the ball. A lot of those things maybe I'm not certain, but maybe a lot of those things are not getting taught. Which part of your foot for you is forget the ball to do certain things for you. So maybe those small fine tuning has not been taught. So when our players go overseas, summertime it gets showed up, or they can adjust really really fast, as in the case of Leon Bailey and excel.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, that's you have any take on that, JD?
The comparison between JPL and African leagues, I think it's a miles away.
Mm,
African some of the African teams like the Nigeria and stuff, maybe their technical ability is not the highest,
yeah.
but their other game side of the game is way superior. Because remember, you saw that when we used our team or Reggae Boys team to go to Africa, and they have the CAF teams that has no overseas players on it, and we are playing against them. It is not on the same level at all.
Mm,
Their football development is still higher, but not maybe the highest of the world standard. Jamaica going to have to realize that Jamaica is not really ranked in even the CONCACAF region, much less on a world region. You get me? So
I think we lost JD there for a second.
but not behind.
Yeah, you probably want
Team
you want
right
to.
there. So
Okay. Oh yeah, JD, we lost you for a second there.
yes,
So
yes, yes. Oh, sorry about that because I changed my internet. I don't know. Oh, my internet not working in the next studio, but yeah. Yeah. All I'm saying is the CONCACAF region is not a higher region than the Africa region. To be honest, even with the ones that are inside Africa, we saw Morocco, Jabran and those guys walk rings around Jamaica national team, and my boy Stuart was not one of the players them selected in that team as well, because he was classed not to be the best at that time, and they picked different persons, and they still got outclassed, and it's only one of those persons made the bench for Morocco team. You understand me? So I wouldn't use the comparison between Africa's players. Them I think they're ahead of us, and I do agree with you, JT, that the step is too big, and um I've never seen a Jamaican player that left Jamaica and just go and fit in a system because the football level is way too low. The closest person that did something like that was Ricardo Gardner. And he still had to take a while to fit in, but you could clearly see the level of his talent that he would have fitted in, and then you could say Ricardo Fuller after. But it's rare. Even Leon Bailey went from our earlier days and had to go through all the systems to fit in because it starts at a low level. But if you had thrown him in the Premier League or somewhere else, he would have found the same difficulties. He's finding difficulty now, today. And he's a professional, established footballer. So it is not easy for Trevante Stewart as well. But he has skill sets, J Taylor, that can evade is lack of football development, which is his older play. And that's what I've said the last time. He could play in leagues that even Liam Bailey don't get the game time that he got because he can older play, and strikers are rare today, just like what you talked about yesterday. Strikers are rare that can older the play and link the wing forwards them in. So he will get a game over some man like Shamar. Shamar does go places and get game. And he will come to Aston Villa and get more game time in even the best Aston Villa team. I just said, and Shamar is not better than Liam Bailey. So how is that possible? Because their ability to do some special things outweigh their overall game. That is a perfect way to put it. So the man can hold up the play, they will put him on the field. You understand me? And hopefully his other part of his game can rise to match up with his older play.
Yes. What do you have to say about that, Jamaica Guna?
Yeah, well, JD is giving the impression like me I disagree with him, but actually we are basically on the same page, but me just there at a different part on the page than you. So what I'm saying, I did not say Jamaicans are comparable, but I'm saying that you have players who leave from African League, and I'm not talking about Nigeria, because Nigeria and alone in Africa. You have places like Cote d'Ivoire, you have places like Namibia and all of them these leagues. You have some far out leagues which are African players, which the leagues are comparable to what you don't have at the JPL. And I wouldn't use Bailey because Bailey did not play in the JPL, so he did not pick up those bad habits of the JPL. Right? So that's why I didn't use him as a comparison. And even Shamar mash up JPL as a local ball and leave very, very early and go about in business, go seek out international football. I mean football on the international level. It's still nil all over here. Strasbourg is halftime now. Strasbourg and Claremont Foot. So the point I'm trying to make is that I'm saying to you that players because of the lack of technical ability on the part of our players, that a lot of the players who play in the JPL, they lack of technical ability. When they go inside big leagues, it shows up. So a player such as Shama, who left pretty early in his development and went abroad and got those negative, those bad habits out of his system. Now you see him he can excel in a top 5 league. And he hasn't scored as it, but he's playing really good. He's one of Claremont Foot's most dangerous players. He starts every game. Right?
Mr. United says here in Guna, JT, you guys can't paint all players coming from Jamaica with a broad brush. Whisper came from Manning Cup to Chelsea. Is a bigger jump. People that know football more than you signed him. But Dujon Whisper is not playing for Chelsea as yet.
Yeah, that's the point. He's not playing. A player that has signed, they have many players that have signed for teams that haven't played one game for them.
They forgot that a lot of them signed, and they have a lot of other Jamaican players that signed from early. And Mr. United, what you need to do is just face reality, stick with reality first before you go into the fantasy side. Because what you're leading off is just what someone said. You don't know nothing as yet until it completed. Mr. Baby Gardner completed. We are talking about people go places. And a Whisper signing for Chelsea is not a bigger jump than actually the Italian league, just the same. Because you don't even know what it is. You know that one player actually playing in the Italian league. That is a bigger deal than what you are talking about. Because you're talking about fantasy, because it has not come to no reality as yet. You're just listening to what a man said and come off that. You are seeing that Trevante Stewart playing in the Italian league, Shamar Nichols playing in France. Those are bigger moves. All right? Yeah, man. Let me face reality, man, brother. Straight up.
Yeah, I agree with you there, JD. So let's see what they're saying here in the comments section. Shamar has to start scoring. He has been struggling even when he is at his best. He was never clinical. Big up Sean Bass. Nani says, big up yourself, everybody here. Let's see what Richard Stewart said. Ever since that Tottenham versus Liverpool game, I started looking at the EPL with a side eye. Wake up, Aston Villa, says Donovan Joseph. JD, come on, says IT. JD, come from under the bed, says
Uh,
IT push. So they're saying
mm.
they're not agreeing with your stance on that, JD. But
No, no,
what
no, 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 no. He
JD,
was
what
telling
people would say.
that was my internet. It was my internet he's talking about, my internet.
Okay, so
Yeah.
JD, for people and Guna, for people would say, look at players coming out of Africa. They seem to hit the ground running when they get to Europe much faster than players leaving, let's say, the Caribbean and other regions.
It's just the football level. Boss, you remember you called me the African person.
Yes.
I've watched African football just as CONCACAF football. The level is actually higher. To be honest, on a much more consistent basis. Morocco, Egypt, Nigeria, Senegal, Gambia, even rising up, all of the smaller places, them rising up because people saw that it's beneficial to go there and build up academies and push money in it because they're getting actual talents out of it. So that's why they can just come out and kick on. It's not by miracle why they just come out and start kicking on. You saw the young guys them just Boniface them just popping up and become some 80 million footballers over 2 years. You understand me? It's not by miracle. They are going through better trainings, better facilities in Africa to prepare themselves. They are making youth 17s, 20s, and main World Cups as well. Whilst majority of the region ain't making the World Cups, it's just United States and Mexico consistently making it. You understand me? And
Yeah.
that is what's stopping us, based off my experience still.
Okay. Okay. What do you have to say, dear Jamaica Guna, on that take from JD? I think. Yeah.
I agree. You know, I agree. I watch African League as well because I watch few matches local leagues. Technically, as I said, techniques wise, they're just better. So it's from the grassroots coming up. They're better. If you look at some Burkina Faso league or some, if you look at even the Champions League, the quality is way higher. And we're talking about players who, as them start shine, so them leave. They export players rapidly, and the players that they're exporting are quality players. And there was a time when there was this call for Africa to start producing CDMs.
Mhm.
And within that space of time, Africa must put out 500 CDM because the world wanted tall, strong, physical, technical players. And Africa said, oh, wait, that sound like we, man. And they just started to mass produce. We don't know how them do it like them have a factory in our whole continent, but they started to mass produce central defensive midfielders. So what we're seeing in terms of the Caribbean, we don't have that grassroots quality coming up. As I said, the things that are taught are learned and are smart. And we're talking about people who are playing on dirt pitches enough at the time, bumpy pitches, when the grass are depending red dirt, and the man they come out for boo so skilled and so because they have seen people in front of them that they can say, yes, we can look up to these great players that have come from our country, or come from our region, or come from our continent. You understand me? I said, so it's a different mindset, a different context than the Caribbean, where you hear man complain about the field them not good, and you have people playing on worse field than you. We're going to farther levels than you, so it don't make no sense. So it's just a lot of people coming up with a lot of complaints. Why we are not excelling and why we lower the bar so that Jamaican players can get in, as opposed to keep the bar right there at the world level and then say, yes, work harder to get to the bar. So I am for the latter. I think if we keep the bar right there, work harder to be more like Shamar, work harder to be more like Leon Bailey, work harder to be more like these players that go overseas and are doing well. and Trevor Stewart isn't making any marks yet. It isn't rooting up in the trees yet in Italy. But I am rooting for him to go ahead and do something. Not in the first season, but maybe in the second season if he gets the opportunity. Isn't it?
And the African players players out of Africa seems to do much better in Italian league, because when I look at the Italian league as well, Guna and JD, JD is not here. The Italian league looks a lot to me like international football. The way the style of play there, it looks a lot like
it's physical, you know, and if you and it produces great defenders.
Yeah.
So if you want forward and you're there Italian league and you score per goal, trust me, people are gonna rate you. Because the defender them don't play. So it's in their culture to. If you ever been to Italy, they will cheer a tackle similarly to how you cheer a goal. Them love it. Italians love defending. The guy Italy got play ball already. Italians love defending. Them when a man make a big tackle, them get up like it's a goal score. So it's just cultural, bro. So when you're a forward and go there and score goals, you get respect because you're scoring in one of the leagues which produce some of the best defenders in football history. Plus their thing is geared towards stopping you from scoring. Their whole philosophy is, me don't want you scoring a goal for me. And if you look at Italian coaches that are exported, notice them philosophy. From all of them come straight down the line, from Maldini to the whole of them. Their thing is focused on, you're not to score a goal for me. You get me? Them 8 when you score upon them. So it's a cultural thing. So when you have a forward body, it's gonna be difficult to score goals. So if he goes there and excels, then he will get a lot of credit simply because of the league that he excelled in.
Yeah. When you look at the EPL and you look at Aston Villa, some would say that Aston Villa has overachieved. But since Emery came in, we saw a lot of improvements with this team. Do you think they can finish? Aston Villa can finish in the top 3?
Top 3, no. Top 6, very likely. Now we have a new challenger in the situation called Newcastle. So we're now looking at maybe a top 7 now. Because now we're looking at Arsenal, City.
Bailey coming on at the halftime, yeah?
Yep. We said that. So Leon Bailey is coming on for Aston Villa at the break, guys. So here you have it. All the fans who have been waiting for Leon Bailey, it's finally here. It's finally happening. Let's see his performance coming into this window. The FIFA window will be when Jamaica will be playing on the 14th, right? Against Canada. So let's see 14th. How Leon Bailey looks in this second half here.
Shama just get an opportunity and kick with the ball. Shama just get an opportunity within the box, and I don't know if he was trying to cross it or to score, but him kick it and it go 5 miles away from the goal.
Yeah. Wow. Looking at that first half from Aston Villa, I thought the game needed Leon Bailey. I thought they needed Leon Bailey to just inject a little bit more speed and potency in that attack. Jason Guna, where were you yesterday? And it's a goal. It's 2-0, guys. Nottingham Forest has scored again. So Aston Villa is now down by 2 goals. Coming out of the halftime break, Nottingham Forest has scored. So it's 2-0 to Nottingham Forest, guys. This is a huge shock to the Aston Villa team. They didn't get any time to settle. Just like in the first half where the game just started, Jamaica Guna, Nottingham Forest has scored again. It's going to be very difficult for Aston Villa to come back from this now.
I think Aston Villa has enough quality to come back still in. So let's see. I think Bailey will add something to their attack because of pace and power and his directness. And I think every time he has made an appearance for Aston Villa this year, he has impacted the game positively. So let's see if he can come in and do that and do a job. But he has done it before, so let's see.
JD, Aston Villa, can they come back in this game? It's gonna be very tough.
I said 2-2. So I do think that they can come back in the game. But at this point, I do believe that them taking off Zaniola, exactly what I've just said to you. Diaby, Liam Bailey, similar type of player. Magin, Zaniola adds more depth in the defensive department. You understand me? And that is the reason why he always started off cagey rather than unlocking it. Unlocking it is to go for a goal, but you're not so solid defensively. So them going for the goal will leave them open. So at this point, Nottingham Forest scored the first 2 goals. I think they are not going to come back. They are going to score, but I think Nottingham Forest will score others because they're going to be open at this point.
Okay, it's a VAR check, JD. It's a VAR check. It's a no goal. It's a no goal.
It's cancelled?
No, not cancelled. It's not cancelled. It still says 2-0 here.
Okay,
the VAR check just happened. It's
Okay,
2-0,
so-
guys. It's 2-0.
Okay, so the goal is given.
If the goal is given and they went up 2-0, I think it might be it might be favoring Nottingham Forest, if that's the case.
Yeah, the goal is
Okay,
given.
Nicholson has just scored a goal over here, and it's flagged off for offside.
as well. Claremont.
Yeah, Claremont just scored. Nicholson just scored a while ago, but it was offside by like a foot.
Okay. All right. That's good still that he's getting it in the back of the net, because even if it's offside, you want to start getting used to scoring goals again.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You're going to see what I'm talking about, JT. You're going to see how open Aston Villa becomes, and that's why Liam Bailey does not start, because they can't pick him between him and Diaby, and they need 2 more defensively solid players. That's why they go for Magin and Zaniola before, and that's why I'm telling IT push. Nobody eating on Liam Bailey. It is just a football education we try to study, and ironic, the coaches them do the same thing as what we have said. So you can't beat us and say we are eating when we are just educating ourselves, you know?
Yeah. Aston Villa is in possession here. Torres moving down the it's gonna be tough for them to come back. And we see Nottingham Forest still threatening the goal. Nottingham Forest is not letting
they're
up.
actually on the bounce now, creating something to the middle. And look how easy they got through the middle again. That's what I'm telling you.
Travis Besser say, Villa a mash up my ticket. Yeah. That's the thing, JD. I know you're not into the betting, but when you bet on the parlay, I don't know if you know what the parlay is. When you have a string of games, what I used to run into is when you put a team that you think should beat a team in all your parlays, and that one team lose, it's like all your bets just collapsed.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't do that anymore. I also look for the teams that I think potentially can get upset. And this was a game where I thought this game could be a draw match. So I wasn't sure about it. I didn't have those games, JD, where you don't have a good feeling about the game.
Yes. Yeah.
This was one of those games. I didn't have a good feeling about this game today, because Nottingham Forest is the kind of team that they sometimes don't play to beat you. They play to not lose. And then they are so compact defensively. It's a nightmare for Aston Villa to break down. It's a nightmare. It was a good shot, but the
could you change the setup, like the play-by-play action? You can single it out, because it looks like you're showing browser instead of the single panel, because that would have given the people I'm watching it.
How do I do that?
Bigger version. You have 2 different versions, man. The same thing that you're using just a while ago. You just don't select the thing that you have selected. You just don't select the big one. You have a big version. I think you're showing browser, so you need to close this play-by-play screen, like take it off, like display screen. Yeah, they said present. Use share screen, but use share screen. Oh, it worked. All right, so Jesus God. All right, let me put up one for you, and then I will get it.
Yeah. I always wanted to figure out how to do that, you know.
Yeah, man.
I'm pretty tough. I'm still quite new to this.
Yeah, man. But make sure you get it.
Yeah, because I always see them just fit perfectly into the screen.
Yes. Yeah, because it'll take away other people off of the screen, and maybe the people want to see it. So we want to make sure the people know their best thing.
Yeah, I predicted Shamar. Jay Suguna, where were you yesterday when Arsenal was getting out physical? I don't even. That's not proper grammar. Jay Suguna,
When Arsenal were getting robbed, you mean? That way you asked when Arsenal were getting robbed?
Newcastle was a better team with Barca. Even bias AFTV, I heard said they were a slightly better team because the two wingers them created nothing from the game. So it surprised me still here cussing.
Yeah, because I feel like them get robbed. Not say I think we should. I think we need a better striker, but we get robbed.
We agree on that. We agree on they get robbed side.
Yeah, but I think they were slightly better watching the match. I don't think Saka and Martinelli came out because me watch the match the full highlights, not the mini highlights, and the one they cut out like seconds. So it cut it down to probably about an hour. So I saw most of the play. But boy, I tell you, Martinelli and Saka never good yesterday at all, brother.
No.
I will miss all the garden and the nickel, brother.
Yeah. JT, that's how I give him credit, you know. I give him credit because everybody has said what JT said yesterday and breaking down the Arsenal. So I have to give him credit on that. In my work, and not tricking him a jerk at all.
Yeah, but you know, JD, I found out like partway in the game, I kept saying to you, something is not right with this Arsenal team. And then I look out there, I'm like, where's Erdegaard? Then we realized that that's why Saka looks so just.
Yeah, the man Odegaard put everything together in general. I my shoes lace or lace everything together, make everything look good and connected, my G. Without him out there, we're losing a big part of how we want to play. Because he puts everything together. He's the best. Impressed from the front and him control the tempo of the play.
No, for you.
Yeah, man. You have to show me how to do that, man.
Yeah, hold on. I have the wrong game here, but I have the no, because I'm trying to use upstairs, so it's a little bit different. But you can put it on the screen. I will fix it.
Yeah.
This is how you did it because you're using. Let me tell you what you use. You just need to click. You need to click when you press present. You share the screen, and after sharing the screen, you put Chrome tab, not window, and then it will work. Because when you put the window, it's the entire thing. So when you use the tab, it's the tab alone, so it sets up a little bit different. I'm trying to get the game back again for you. So sorry about that. 1 second.
Okay. So is it the entire screen? No.
Yeah, score. I'm literally fixing it now because it's a tab. Once you use the tab, it's gonna available for you easier. Because the tab is available for you much easier. But I'm gonna fix it anyway though. Make one work.
Yeah. Because I have to sort that out. Yeah, my internet upstairs is not the highest and fastest. Surprising. Blessed Dwayne said, "Blessed morning, JD. Diaby was a left back at Liverpool before he started attacking, so he is a good defender."
But that's what we're saying based on decisions. And he was not playing left back; he was playing left wing back because they changed the system, and Leon Bailey was not getting in the game. Craig Butler started to curse, and they tried because Leon Bailey couldn't fit in that coach's system at the time, and they had him on the bench. And then they found a way to fit in Leon Bailey, and then he came up forward. So he was not necessarily a left back, but he could have done that duty as a wing back style player. That means he has better defensive capabilities.
But let me add a little caveat to that. Bailey used to play at left wing back as well too. He played matches at left wing back as well.
Yeah,
but Diaby was better.
Yes, but you know you have to word it properly because Jamaica people are with you for everything, you know. So I'm trying to make sure they can go and research and give their own take, you know. Yes. All right, me just get it now, JT. Let me put it up back on the screen. See if the window is okay. All right, so that is the window. Let me share it. All right, so I'm gonna have to share my screen now because but it's gonna come out bigger than yours, JT, you know. But you can just fix it in that time. You can just fix it in that time. And you have to take out the front screen now, JT, the big thing of your screen. The big analysis, all sort of stuff. Forget the people seeing it. Yeah.
Okay. Like the
The overlay. You just take it off. You can just go in the thumbnail in the sidebar and take it off. Yeah. And then it's showing better now.
okay.
But you can fix it even better than this, you know, because my brackets I'm still showing at the top because I'm using a double thing because I have to use one of my cameras them on one. That's why.
Okay. I have to figure out how to make that bigger like that.
Yeah, man. So what you think, JT? Let me put you up on the spot. What you think? Aston Villa coming back?
It's gonna be tough, man. I just keep seeing this layered style defense is set up by Nottingham Forest, where they it's just too many layers for Aston Villa to break through. It's just too many layers for Aston Villa to break through. I don't see Aston Villa coming back anymore in this game. It's too much because they're gonna have to take too many chances going forward, and I think the Nottingham Forest will exploit that. But here to Bailey, Leon Bailey over the crossbar. Leon Bailey couldn't keep that down for Aston Villa. Just needed to be a little bit more composed, getting that one in the box there. Just cried, Nani. Always coming for him, madness, them, you know.
Mr. United said he thinks that the 2-2 that I've predicted at the start could still happen here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a big risk, you know.
Yeah. The German Yuri is coming on for Matthew Cash.
Matthew Cash, yeah.
Yeah.
Who coming on?
Yuri.
Tielemans?
Yeah. Isn't he German, right?
No, he's Belgian. What are you talking about?
Belgian. The German flag and the Belgian flag is...
Yeah, you're trying to take a ball.
Isn't it yellow? What is the German flag? Yellow?
Yeah, man, they're similar. They're same color, but
Same color,
the pattern is a little bit different, though.
Okay. I just saw the color and I thought it was German.
Yeah, man, he's Belgian. I don't think he has kicked on here because he was the prize, you know, for Belgium, you know. He was the next Kevin De Bruyne, you know. And I don't think he has actually kicked on. Thought that the lack of move to Arsenal at the time from Leicester really crippled his development. And that's all.
Yeah, we never want him still.
Okay. Nobody
We never want him to still.
Okay.
Yeah, because him not do nothing special to me. Him just exist.
All right.
He's not the best tackler. He's not the best passer.
Wow.
He's not the best goal scorer. Him just exists. Him not have the best height. Him not the most physical. Him just dead and just exists.
I think his football IQ is incredible, but
you have to
and
click
he
on
has
the
Well,
screen.
I think his football IQ is up there, of course. But I'm just saying to you in terms of his execution. That is why I think he hasn't kicked on. I don't think he excels at anything. He just exists.
Just exists. You have to click on the screen.
He have good technical ability, of course, but him just exists.
You have to click on the screen that you share so it start moving again.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's okay. Yeah, there we go. So they start to track again.
All right. Sorry about that.
Yeah, man. So De Bruyne is out for the season, right?
No, man. De Bruyne soon come back, man. What are you talking about? When they're desperate for City lose.
Yeah, man. I'm desperate to see him out to the season, man. I don't wish no ill upon no man still, but bro, that brother there is a problem for my team, bro. No joke.
Yeah, right now, you know, I think they have more problems. JTL, I don't think they have more problems because I think Newcastle, Tottenham, all of those teams became Arsenal's problem.
Yeah. I think Arsenal, as I said, they need a striker. Arsenal needs a striker. They just need a striker, man. I think that's all they're missing. And now with Erdegaard out, it just exposed how he's their De Bruyne. To be honest, what De Bruyne does, not the same thing, but the effect that De Bruyne has on Man City, and I think it's even more key for it's more key for Arsenal based on how Arsenal plays. They play
And because
out
we
of the
don't
box.
have a replacement. Remember that Manchester City have a plethora of tools in their toolboxes. If De Bruyne is not there, they can bring in
Bernardo Silva.
they can
Look
bring
at
in
Bernardo
Silva, them can bring in Foden for come play that same role they were in play.
Really?
They might offer different stuff, but at least they have that quality in terms of, attacking midfielder. But we have Vieira,
Agreed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
and Smith Rowe.
Jamaica
So
Gunnar
that's
JD. Give some analysis on this player from Alan Jackson
Sabitzer?
here.
No, Zoboslai.
Yeah.
He's at what? Liverpool, right? Is he in the midfielder from Liverpool?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Zoboslai is a Liverpool midfielder. I think he's doing well because Liverpool made. If it's the same guy from Liverpool, they made two signings that are key, and Zoboslai is not even the main key. I think my boy that came in from Netherlands is the key that made Zoboslai looks that good. And Liverpool, I want to say, people, I think Liverpool is better than Arsenal this year already. I actually believe so, and I think Liverpool will be the true threat to City's problems. I actually think so, people. And you know that I say some weird things that people don't agree with, but no problem. The time will show you. Gravenberch, I think, is the unlocker for Zoboslai, and but he's a nice player. I think Liverpool's midfield.
Yeah, Zoboslai, I think is one of them alien the JD. One of them alien player where Liverpool always a find. Bro, the man is a baller, bro.
Yeah, he is.
That youth is a baller. The man can do everything good, brother. So I as I said, I think barring injuries, I think we're a better side than Liverpool. I think we'll do better than Liverpool barring injuries. But we don't have a striker, bro. We need one more striker. I think in January, if Tony comes in, it will change the dynamics of how Arsenal will play. Because now we have more height up front and we have a difference. I think Jesus does well, but he's not clinical enough to be to lead in the line. So we're depending to get goals from across the entire team. You know what I mean?
Taylor, I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna send it to you, and then you try use it from your side. Yeah.
Okay, do that.
Let me, because it looks like sometimes it freeze, but it's working now. But sometimes it does freeze on its own. I don't know why.
Yes.
So let me send it in a private chat right here, and you just use the control and plus to maximize it, and then you just make sure you pick the window rather than anything else. Once you present it, you put. Let me stop the screen and then do it back. Once you present it, you said share screen. You use the tab. Once you use the tab, it should work. It should come out just like it should come out. Look, accept this one, and you're gonna see the tab comes out the exact way or we want it on the screen. Just once you accept this one that I've just shared, you see it? This is how it should come out. But because I'm using a double screen, I can't get that. But you could maybe have the possibility of doing it.
So do it in the tab.
Yes, you use the tab rather than the window, because the window will show you everything at the top.
Everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect, man. Oh man.
Yeah, man. So go on.
So you send it in the private chat.
Yes. Okay. So just copy back that and you just put it on. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me just paste this on another window.
Yeah. Gravenberch. Yes, Sean. Gravenberch is a very good man. Long time I wanted him to do his thing. Yes. And Liverpool got some good players, man. I think Liverpool is going to cause some problems. I don't think Arsenal will kick on as to how. Because I had a feeling that Arsenal never had enough depth, and now I'm seeing that they don't have enough depth per season. You get me? I have a feeling with that, people.
Yeah. I think they're a bit thin, similar to Tottenham. They're a bit thin in our depth of coming off the bench. Yeah, I think they need a little bit more depth.
Jason said he wants Ivan Toney, 100 million, and they want for Ivan Toney. Don't think
Yeah,
Arsenal paying the next 100 million. Jamaican go now. What say you? Ivan put Tony worth 100 million. People in the chat. Let me
No.
know if he does not. But a man that can give you
Ivan
20
Tony worth
goals.
600 million. Ivan
No,
Tony
no,
is a 40 million striker at best.
No, you can't disrespect the man, J Taylor. How much striker gives you 20? J Taylor still put up the, the same thing, you know.
No, it's not the same thing.
So it's abroad.
Wait,
It still look good, just the same.
It removed the browser now.
Yes.
see.
But it still look a little bit big for me still. But maybe I think
It's zoomed in. Hold on.
Okay. But
Okay.
it's all right. Sorry, we work with what we have here. This is definitely all right.
Can zoom out a little bit.
No, but J Taylor, why is it? Is it that we are just fighting against the player? Because how can the man score so much goals, but yet still he's not worth 100 million, but yet still we're gonna pick Jack Grealish to worth 100 million when he has more assists and goals than Jack Grealish?
And when JD, when players leave football for a bit and they come back, it's not easy to just hit the ground running.
Okay.
Like that, because the game is constantly changing, and you still have to get back up to game speed, right? So we still don't know.
Well, his game speed is better than Nketiah, you know. He's already better than Nketiah, just putting on an Arsenal jersey. I'm almost certain of that.
Yeah, I think Ivan Toney is more of an isolation kind of player, and he fights hard for those 50-50 balls, and just basically holds up enough time to give his team. And what I love when he gets that 50-50 ball, JD, his layoff play, the way he lays off the ball to players coming into the attack. He has really good vision when it comes to that. I don't know how Ivan Toney fits into an Arsenal playing style, who actually play Arsenal. If you look at Brentford goes long way more than Arsenal. Arsenal is knocking it from the back, from the goalkeeper, all the way to in front of the goal. I don't know how Ivan Toney fits into that with his playing style as a striker.
He's fluid. He can
All right. Let me see if I can give an answer, J. Taylor. I've seen Arteta attempt to play Kai Havertz in that role. Recently we did it. Kai Havertz pick up a ball, knock it down, go score. So I think Tony is better at that than him. So in that regard, that kind of physical player is what we're missing up front. I think that we're solely missing that because we don't have that physicality. We don't have a plan B there. We don't have something if they nullify one aspect of our game, we can draw for a second. And I think that is what the players, in terms of player to player, that is what the teams have over Arsenal. I think they have the ability to improvise more than we do. And I think Arteta is at fault for a lot of the lack of improvisation as well, because he plays the same players all the time, even in the cup games that are less important. He plays the same. So the players them that can come in and hit a run of form or have the ability to do so, them dep on the bench and not getting a game. So you understand what I'm saying to you? Smith Rowe not get enough game time. Vera not get enough game time. So when them match, unless the player's injured, then they bring in somebody else. I think if we had rotating our players a little better, then I think we would have more. If a player goes out, we would have a player coming in who can blend in more with the momentum of where the team is at, as opposed to starting from a deficit. You know what I mean? So I think he's to be credited for how we're playing, because Liverpool have a better side than Arsenal by far. But I think we're overperforming in terms of our squad, especially when it comes to the bench. Our depth is not that much. They have better tools in their toolbox and more tools in their toolbox than we do, but we're still performing at a high level. So I think he's to be credited for that, but he's to also be blamed for the players. Odegaard comes out, and when he's missing, there's a big hole in the middle of the park that's noticeable. I think that's where the issue is, where if it was a Liverpool or a City, when a player comes out, the fall off is not as big. So that's where I think Arsenal's biggest weakness is.
Yeah. And wow, that was a brilliant point. I don't know. That was Yeah, that was a drop the mic moment, JD. I don't even know.
Yes, I said I agree. I never said
I don't
anything. I
even
said
know
I
how to
agree.
recover from that, bro. Siobhan, what says you, Siobhan? Where you checking in from? Kingston, Jamaica right now? What, Sunday morning? Or what time is
Yes.
it in Jamaica right now?
Yeah, it's still Sunday morning, 10:30 a.m., 10:34 to be exact.
Jesus Christ. What you have for breakfast this morning? Fried plantain and callaloo? Me miss them
Actually,
thing
some
there, bro. JD, you get plantain and callaloo in Belgium?
No, man. But I'm going to England. Remember, somebody tell us I'm going to England soon, so
Yeah,
I'm going to
yeah.
get everything we want. England come like Jamaica, you know. There's a cola Jamaica, you know. Yes, man. So I don't have to waste so much money buying things like to ship it to Belgium. I can just make sure I just save all the money and just buy plane tickets to just go on holidays and then buy everything and come back here. Cause let me not go into my food history. But the other day in a JTL, I buy some brownie, you know, for €100, 140 for 10, you know.
Yeah?
And you know, when I go into the store in England, I see one of them for £2 each.
Yeah.
So at $20 it cost me back to buy the 10, you know, and bring it coming, you know. So that's $100 to my plane ticket. So now I know overwork it. So I pretty much fly on the plane and free. But there's no somebody use $500 out of plane ticket money and then prepare what I really want. Yes, yeah, man. Yeah, so but me not have certain things for Jamaica though.
Yeah. It's just crazy, man. Siobhan, sorry about that. Go ahead, Siobhan. Is Siobhan still there?
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, man, we're hearing you.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I said that I had some ackee and saltfish with some fried dumpling and fried breadfruit, but still
Jeez.
kind of hungry still.
Them thing they hot up made, you know, bro. Fried breadfruit.
Hush, man, hush.
Fried breadfruit is a hell of a thing, brother. Love it. But them say breadfruit make you coward, right?
Yeah, I don't tell you, I'm the most coward man in Jamaica already.
Brescia. They say Brescia make you coward, dog.
Don't tell
Listen
you, I'm the
here.
most coward man in Jamaica already, brother.
You never hear that before, JD?
No, I don't know where it's like him. Oh, JTL is not older than me, you know, but him act like him 100 years old. How you get him old granny talk there?
No, man. You never hear that, Guna?
Me have a Jamaican go in a dancer, so he might hear that, but me never hear that at first. Me hear that.
Yeah, me hear that before. I will look at that.
Yeah, man.
Breadfruit make you
Brescia make you
coward.
coward, brother.
Okay, wow. I don't think that's true though.
Yeah, they make you coward if you hear up them say if it's a fire rocket bus you run off. Yeah, man. Yeah. Them say if you drop out a breadfruit tree, you know, brother. Them you was a coward.
So why man ask me I buy browning? It's browning is what is the right proper name for browning? J Taylor and all of the man them.
The seasoning?
No browning name because a browning upon the bottle. Me literally have the bottle and a browning upon it.
Yeah,
So,
browning seasoning.
I don't have a next
browning,
name
you
for
know
it.
it has no browning.
Yeah, so I don't know what I'm saying wrong. Yeah, man, I thought when me I buy browning. It's
Oh my god. Guess you're buying browning, yeah.
yeah, you know what the one Stefan trying to say. You know what he's trying to say. But I'm telling you, man, these guys' minds. It's like you don't have a real language in Jamaica because you can't even call none of the words them.
Yeah, you have to make up your own dictionary if you want to have conversation with Jamaicans these days, brother. You can't keep up. Like, I tell people, say, I can't go back to school to actually just get back up to speed with the new language. You have to remember forward. You can't say back, you have to say black. You see me? Yeah, it's like, it's a lot, bro. It's almost like it want to turn in an idiot.
Gronglish, bro. Gronglish, my father. You have to understand. Gronglish.
Me I go tell you something I want to watch. Me I go show you how Jamaica, being a Jamaican make you mad. In a 2023, you have a guy named Academics, right? I think you guys all know Academics.
Academics, yeah, man.
Yes. The other day, he evaluates music that comes out, right? Because you guys are in music, yes. So he might have this some persons named the City Girls. So the City Girls have had a friend that is a gay guy.
I saw it trending this morning. And them say my cry and them thing there and him can't. This what the man?
The man say he wants to beat up academics. Him and him are going a boxing fight. And any one of them won. But him sure him are going to win. And when him win, him are going to F him. You understand me?
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
Academics are ball.
Because academics know that he can't hit back because he would get cancelled.
Have a career after.
That's what it is, bro. And that's what I discussed on my other show the other night, people, on my podcast last night. Because Guna, we don't see you over there yet, We have a podcast where we talk about all things. It's called Talk Your Talk. You see me? That's
man.
Yeah, man. That's where we talk about.
Brother, last night would have been a bad night still, but you couldn't link me, man. You couldn't link me surely, right? Because that's why I never get to watch him match. Yesterday was a busy day, father. So, we never get to watch Arsenal match yesterday, you see me? But, yeah, man, just link me up direct and let me know what time it is, man. And we pull up and hold it. Once you feel.
I want to hear Jamaican Guna. How would you respond to that Jamaican Guna? Because I'm showing all Jamaica make a mad, Because I see man a ball, I say I him come from Jamaica and no, he want to answer. And because he's a Jamaican, it make the man sad, JT. I feel it, he want to beat up the boy,
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You can't diss them people. You can't diss them, bro. You can't. It's no winning in it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, you can't diss them because it's talk about them and talk about anything about Jews or something, you're in a problem on the internet. I'm telling you, it's over. So because we have IT push.
Academics did the right thing, right?
Yeah, the world is a place right now, father, where you can't. There are certain people who are above criticism, and they're the ones that were bawling and saying that they are being oppressed. So the oppressed ones now becomes the one that nobody can criticize. You're above criticism. You're above judgment. You're above even disagreement. If you disagree with a specific lifestyle and you say, listen, I disagree with your lifestyle, you're not allowed to disagree with my lifestyle now, and them can disagree with yours. You see how the world right now? But I have so much privileged people now considering themselves as victims, father. You see me? So instead of being victims in the authentic sense of the word, where you are the underprivileged one, that's mean you're a victim. No, the privileged one, they must have them victim by, they're being victimized. You see me? And I'm going to the mindset there, and I see it play out already, father. In a real life. Because I say, brother, they're Florida already and walking in one place. And just because he's of a specific orientation, nobody no want to talk to the man same shoplift. Because as they said something to the man same shoplift, you know what the man said? Oh, you're only telling me that because I'm black and from a specific orientation.
Okay.
Good. You understand me?
Yeah,
the man going to them place and take out the people them things, and nobody can say anything to him and walk out and the outside up skip and jump on a pickup truck. Isn't it? So it's just, and these are the people who used to say, oh yo, you can't criticize me. So if you're a person who's a victim, how is it that you can't take criticism? No, you are the one who can take criticism down and give it same way, because that's how the world go. So if you have the right to criticize somebody should have the right to criticize you. If you have the right to disagree with my lifestyle, I should have the right to disagree with yours, but that's not the way it works anymore.
Yeah. And I'm going to touch on something on that. But people, I just dropped the link to the new podcast in the comment section. That's it called Talk Your Talk. That's where we talk everything, relationship, politics. Just like a topic like what JD just brought up. We can discuss a wide range of things. So subscribe to that channel. I saw that Sean B's just subscribed to the channel, people. So everybody, I would like to get some people to subscribe. I think Mr. United was over there last night. He came in at the end of that discussion. So people, I just dropped the channel link in the comment section. My new podcast where it discuss all things Jamaican, because the problem was my football streams them used to go left. You see me, them just take some sometime JD come over there and say, what going over here? So you know. It's not football anymore.
You guys talk some different level, maybe a different world level. I am fascinated to see what you guys are gonna cook up over there now.
No, it's cooking up. It's cooking up. It's a different channel.
What Brain Jane said to me, JD, your brain cells is not on these waves. I'm saying, okay, all right, cool. Because I
Yeah,
don't know what you're talking about.
it's a different level over there. Stefan, the
All
link
right,
is
all
in the
right.
comment section. Here you can check it out. The new podcast. Here's the link. And we had 2 episodes. We did an episode and we had a brother on named Black Gold, and he was talking about him love when woman basically have him in a captive and just
Okay.
box him up and kick him up once a
Oh,
That
Rihanna.
okay,
was
all
a
right, all right.
that was a
that
that
was
was
a
a
very epic day.
discussion.
That was a very epic day, man. Not gonna lie.
That was an epic episode. The
That was
man
a
said,
epic,
listen, when him
epic.
say Siobhan, him say, I'm not fetish. I'm not
The man
fetish,
say
but
the man say if Rihanna come to him and said to him, say, yo, in order for deal with me, you have to make my box you up and kick you up and thump you up. Man say, I want to you forget my tall, long leg queen, black queen. She do anything she want to do to me. Kick me in my face. I'm gonna say, brother.
yeah, that was funny. The man used a word. The man say, I'm not
Oh,
fetish.
God. Oh, Lord God.
Nah, use it in
Alright.
the right context, but the man say, he's not fetish, but if
That's
that's
all
when
right.
man say one time a fat man used to run Jamaica, and one fat man have all 10 man under her
Yeah, man
system.
said the bartender them usually have the whole every week she have every day she have a different man that come give her money. And you can't call her you see if you're scheduled for Tuesday, you can't call her Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday or Monday.
Yeah,
Tuesday
man.
alone her phone can ring from you. Yeah, you say bro.
Yeah. That was a crazy night, people. So I will
Mm.
drop it one more time. That's the link there, people. Follow that channel,
Mm.
subscribe to that channel. So when we go
Okay,
live,
so
we talk.
those are the
That over there,
madness
so we
over
talk
there going
anything
with it.
about.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
man.
my
Yeah,
goodness.
JD, we may need to have you on one of them time then,
No, no, no,
cause
no,
you,
no, no, no. Me no want even. I would
yeah,
just
JD,
listen and I would
you,
try and support it, you know?
yeah,
Yes,
but
because I
you're
would try and
very
support it.
organized. Me know say your man no one
No,
come up them kind of
no, me no
discussion
want.
there.
I'm not interested in it
Them
because I don't
talk
want
there.
to say anything to anybody and then him get upset because the man in the sound write it to me. You know, him sound like him lack of confidence or something. I don't know. I don't know
JD,
if you guys agree with him.
you want him the on the stream and you the on it and him start tackle and him start tell you say you no sound righted.
Oh, okay, all right, all right.
He's a man who believe that he cannot lose any discussion.
Then me not gonna have a discussion with him because me know say me and the rest
Yeah,
of the world actually
yeah,
agree. Say me righted.
yeah. He doesn't believe that he can actually lose any discussion.
Hold on there, but Una Shevan look like open minded to what go on.
Yeah,
So
man, we have to
what
be
stands to the
open.
no. Before you agree to what me
Hey,
I
hold
say,
on, hold on, hold on,
as
hold on,
my
hold
you
on.
try say,
Open
my
minded to what? Open minded
I
to
you
what,
try say
sir?
what?
Hold on, hold on.
No, that me
No,
say
no, no.
that's right.
Yo,
Shevan, relax. I had never said no. You know, me just say una so like open minded to people stepping on the head and them stuff there. But JT na agree to it, you know. I mean, I said JT na wait.
Well, okay, crap. What did I agree to? That
Yeah, you
sound like the
agree.
Reggae
You
Girls
agree.
contract.
You agree to when a mad boy I sign up to. So me I
It
say look
sound
like
like
we
the
need
Reggae
We're,
Girls contract
we're
with the
open-minded
clause
to
that
JTL. You're open-minded to the discussion. Are you open-minded to a woman step in your face? So we have to make it clear.
no, woman, not go really stepping on my face
I
like that.
agree
I'm
to
open
everything.
minded to the discussion, but
Well,
because
hold
you
on,
know,
Bob.
Jamaica
What you
Guma, we
mean
ask,
stepping in her face like that? That means she have a specific way. She's stepping in her face, but not like that. There's a specific way. Like
no,
here
brother,
put.
say we have some discussion over Clubhouse. We did wicked on that. Cause Clubhouse was and it's similar like that. I'm structuring that channel where people can have a
Yeah,
broad.
Clubhouse is unedited, unfiltered.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
madness.
that kind of thing because in the Jamaican space, I think everything is just so organized and scripted. Everybody bring on people and interview them. We want just people call in and just say with them piece our people because on the panel gets have to stand to them points. So people, please subscribe to the channel. I think we'll be going live later tonight around 12. JT a freak. Oh my god. Real baller. A JD them do them thing there, no. That sound like the Mr. Speed contract where man make the girl them sign with the open-ended part we say we not set a date when we get paid. Your mic is muted, JD. Yeah, Aston Villa I would say that Aston Villa will lose this game. I don't see Aston Villa coming back. 4 minutes left. 4 minutes left in this game.
Yeah,
Guys.
3 minutes left over here, sir. as
what I
well.
was saying,
Score is still nil.
is JTL never agreed to it. JTL just never heard what I've said at the start, real baller. So don't
No, I did.
don't put him in on a freak bracket and stuff there. He
No,
never
bro,
heard.
no.
Yeah, he never heard what I've said.
I
Sorry
wouldn't
about
sign
that.
up for that, bro. I wouldn't want a woman stepping on my face
But
like
JTL
that.
is saying that he's just open-minded to have the conversation. Like, oh, they're saying that, I am saying that I'm more close-minded because I will get angry because I know that he's talking foolishness and he might go on draw me into it. Like what JTL say, he might want to convince you, say it, what he must say is right. And me don't need no convincing in my old age now, JTL.
Yeah. It's because me love when a person depend on a podcast with believes him can't lose, or when him
Okay.
wrong, because he's bound to make a fool of himself. Yeah, him bound to make a fool of himself. Them
Wow.
people that is
And
perfect.
he's Jamaican?
Yeah, he's Jamaican.
Wow.
He's
Living in
Jamaican.
Jamaica?
No, I'm living in Denmark in
Okay,
Copenhagen.
I'm living in Denmark. Okay, yeah, we can understand about
Yeah.
it.
The man talk something, brother, that night where some
Oh,
girl and
God.
message me and say, yo, now have to have that brother they on more often because he's a
What?
loose cannon. He's a loose cannon and him liable
So
to
no
say
want him
anything.
back on? Oh God, all right. Me I go tune in. I'm gonna tune in, but I'm not coming on the screen. I will share it and support J Taylor. And it
But
looks
you
like a
can
J
call
Taylor
in.
seven.
You
No,
can
I
call
am
in
not.
and give a wrong
So
name.
me not. I no. Me don't have nothing to talk about. Me not have nothing to talk about. I'm just gonna watch it and support you. You and Chevon can handle it because look, I'm gonna enjoy talking to that brother. I'm gonna listen to him.
A lot of us over there, no man. We're not getting because JD, we're not in the algorithm as yet, so YouTube is not really pushing.
Yeah, so we're gonna share it because because I think say that's something we can actually get big, like when we can blow up out of it.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
It can. Because guess what? There's no show like that that's live where people can call in.
Don't talk
And
about
just-
it too much until you can get the thing out because people will teach you ideas, you know.
Idea,
So
true.
I will definitely share it for
Yeah.
support, you know. My
Yeah,
goodness.
man, we need some support over there, man. We need a strength, man. Because
People
JD,
share the link, please share it and
I'm
support it.
always say people, JD is the one we kind of help this channel get into the algorithm. I remember the night JD come over and share it, and we brought over about 50 people or so. And from that, the channel got in the YouTube algorithm and start moving. This channel, the new channel, it hasn't got in the algorithm yet, so it's not.
But you're doing good, bros. You have 45 people watching it here. Covering Aston Villa. This is something good you're doing. So just keep on promoting.
And we have 10 people over on Facebook here. But yeah, the thing did turn it into a Jamaican stream, but so it's good. It's good anyway. So JD, anything to you think we should take a local squad to the a local base squad into the Guatemala game?
It's gonna be
I
mixed,
think
JD.
mix. I think a mix would be the best approach. But I think they should use this opportunity to get the Maggies them in. Get the youths them in the U21s over England because I've been talking about a few youth, you know, and you realize that Barstow already gone in England squad, and now you have Madasil made the move to Petersburg. He played yesterday as well. You understand me? So the more eyeballs on them, I think you need to show them that you're interested in them, even if you don't think that they're on the top queue. But they have a possibility because they have the highest development. So I think you could use a mixture of that. You know, that's what I would say.
JD.
I don't know. You don't know.
JT and JD, let's check the chat.
Yeah, and JD, me never tell you, IT push. IT push come over there, come see a bag of things, brother. IT push is saying people that same living at Trinidad, right?
Yeah.
So say what he's using to work for him is using the exchange rate to get woman from Venezuela because them poor and the Trinidad dollar stronger than the Venezuela. So for him get top quality woman, him just give them a $40 and them rich enough for them country. So him have a 5-6 woman from Venezuela.
Wow.
You see how IT push where you see attack yourself.
Wow.
Over here attack football. Them something in don't have Trinidad that do, brother.
They're saying that I'm curious. No, GT talk some things sometimes, you know, I have to just sit down and listen. So me just guys, you have to be understand. Me have a family here, and me not really do nothing more than just work, me picnic, and come on YouTube and then take vacation. So Jay tell him always talk some things. Jay tell her, I don't know how he does it. He's outside just like me, and he's like Chevron them at Jamaica. Me don't know how him do that.
But me just in my house just like JD, it's similar. You know,
But
from
me don't
work.
know how you end up doing this. Like me can't do what you do. Me don't know how you find them somewhere. Maybe you find them things in their brain.
Yeah, man, it's in the Jamaican space, brother. It's just like talking on the corner. You never there in a conversation all up on the corner at Jamaica, you can't left. Some people talk some things and you say, Jaja, like, and there's a lot of the brainwashing go on where we learn things the wrong way too, you know. Because a man come and him so convincing about the garbage we matter about. No, you not have nobody to tell us a foolish him that because you're a little youth. So you walk with thinking, say, what a big man said this would actually make sense, you know?
Yeah.
Them things that we're talking about too as well, JD, like the how we were brainwashed with this, even the wrong thing. Like last thing I will say on it, like being like having one partner in a Jamaica, man, they laugh at you and say one burner, which is actually the right thing to do. So even doing the right thing, people are say, you know what I mean?
But then I would question that, Jay Taylor.
We culture kind of off, you know? Culture kind of
Where is it written that having one partner is the right thing for a man?
Jamaican going to me not argue right there. I'm not going to get involved.
You think about it,
last night,
JD, you think about it?
Lord JD,
Go ahead, Trevor. You talk.
Yeah, you see that same something here over there have the conversation. I think this was the initial conversation JT already have. Like why Jamaican man loyal and that type of thing. Is Jamaican man the most loyal in the world? And
no.
We know that.
They made a batter you over there.
But so what did I say?
Yeah, Chabon. A man say JD, a man come in and say Jamaican man loyal. You're loyal to your baby mother and your wife and have 5 women on his side.
Okay. So
bro, Jay, let me tell you. Nature versus culture, yeah? And culture says that you're supposed to have one woman as a man, right? But nature says something totally different. Because men are valuable based on their experiences, and you only can get experience by having enough girl. And I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but I'm just throwing your culture versus nature. Yeah. So culturally, let's say in a culture it's okay to have this, but in let's say Islamic culture, it's okay to have 4 wives. Not 4 girlfriends, 4 wives. That's their culture. Nature-wise, nature more goes towards that than towards single monogamy. It's because of the Judeo-Christian teachings that has brought us closer to that mindset to say one woman, and one woman, a man to have 1 wife and so on and so forth. But woman value a man based on the experiences that he has. So a man value a woman based on her purity. So if you just a woman buck a girl and one girl have 2 youth and you buck a girl and she have 7 youth, which one be that consider more valuable?
Jamaican going, and the problem is, me think say they need to write a dictionary in Jamaica, but for just Jamaicans. The problem is we always act like so rewrite.
It's not Jamaican. I'm talking about culture versus nature. It's not really Jamaican.
But me, I start on the part of Jamaica just always want to rewrite everything. So yes, it's true. We believe, say, I saw it for go, make it stay that way there. So me not gonna argue with you. In a reality, this is the way it goes. If a man wants to stay with one woman, him stay with one woman. You move to Africa, you have several countries in Africa that you can marry more than 1 wife. Go there, Jamaican going. You get me? But if you come in other countries, you tend to can marry 1 wife, So I don't care where you want to get the experience from. You better watch
that's what I'm saying to you, right? It's about culture versus nature.
Blue movie, you can get experience from Jamaican going.
Jesus Christ, JD. JD,
You try support you, Siobhan. Me try support you. See, Jamaican go on the side.
No, but when me I say, you reach from the road there.
Yeah, because him say where can get experience from.
I have to be politically correct. But what I'm saying is that we're talking about culture versus nature. So we're not talking about picking a side or not. I'm just laying out the facts to let you know what the nature is and what the culture is. I'm not saying I agree with it.
I'm very sorry. I used the wrong word just a while ago. Sorry, Siobhan. Sorry, Siobhan. Use the wrong word.
Yeah.
They
But
came.
that, JD, that was the discussion last night, and then you had the youth when him search out the matter with his wife was on, right?
Oh
And
God.
we did not talk about what you don't like. Him say, what me do like, me I tell him say certain things in a relationship can't fix. Like there's
Mm-hmm.
certain things you can't fix. The only way you fix it is if you break up. He must say, would you keep doing something if you make your partner upset? No, they were saying that when you go into a relationship, you the man, you're responsible for your partner emotional health and their mental well-being. And I was saying to him that everybody needs to enter a relationship stable, but in a singular way by yourself. Going in the relationship, you need to be stable before you enter a relationship. You can't go in a relationship and depend on the next person to beef you up emotionally, because then the next person, why should the next person have to take up that heavy lifting? You
Okay.
see me I
Okay.
say?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So he
Yeah.
was saying that no, you need to be responsible for your partner. I said, no, bro. It's a bit different. I think your part, and then we talk about depression, where he's saying that you can help to rid your partner of depression. And I said, you can help you to get rid of depression up to, but they will have to, you see me? They will have to
Mm-hmm.
do most of the work themselves because it's internal. You see me?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it seems interested. Definitely, I will take it in. I'm gonna look at it because I have some time today because I don't have the kid. Yeah.
Yeah, you're
So
not doing any streams today?
no. I want to take a break. Yes, I got the day. I got some sleep just a while ago. Made some food, rice and peas and things. And enjoy myself. So when I came here, just came to support to make sure. Because you're doing something good, and we want to turn back the space into what it was written as a footballing conversation. So, and maybe this is not the best representation because
Station. But JD, that's why I'm telling the fans them, that's why we create this other channel so the discussion can be separate, because this channel, me and you spoke about this. We want to open up the market where we can get in more fans who watch other leagues. Where
yes,
it's
man.
not,
Yes, man. I
we
agree.
can talk about football. We can talk about football in Africa, in Asia, wherever, in the Caribbean, and we can,
Yeah.
because there's gonna be days where there's nothing happening in Jamaican football. And me, JD,
Facts.
me not depend on the train to beat JFF every day. Me
And
don't
I'm
tell
not
them
interested either. To be honest,
that
I'm not interested either.
that's not excited. Like my YouTube career cannot be based on every day me I beat JFF. Like, I don't know. Football
Yeah.
is just more fun for me, bro. Like watching a game like this today, even if it wasn't a million people on or 500, it's fine. It
But
was
believe
good.
me, this is a bigger market, and the more you get stable viewers, because I'm gonna even bring back my shows as well,
Yeah.
and the Reggae Boys games. Yes, I will start from there and go back into the market. But because I can't find the time, and I have so much series, that's why I just kept it that way, kept it running. But what you're doing is beautiful, man. We came here, we have a good time. People talk about Liam Bailey, see other players, so they know that Liam Bailey might not be the actual best player there. So if he's not playing, they know that his Zaniola took his game there because Zaniola brings a defensive presence. So what you have
Yeah.
done just a while ago, you brought clarity to a lot of Jamaican personnels that only hear Mr. Butler talk and only hear people that watches Jamaica football alone talk and thinking that Liam Bailey is just the best player there and not knowing that he scored the goals in a different competition. You get me? So you brought clarity to it, so it's always good,
Yeah. And JD, I think JD will definitely be covering this Sean base. He said next year, January, Suriname,
Suriname, yes, Suriname, yeah.
starting with the professional league named SML, Suriname Major League. So,
Yeah, man. Sean is going to be the one of the main. He's getting big jobs, He's getting a big job, in these positions. So he's gonna always bring the information, and we do it, man. It's football, and it's more people. JTL, I'm telling you. At this point, Jamaica does not have the footballing following. So going over outside and make a footballing following, bring back to yourself, it's going to only make you bigger. So what you're doing is very, very good, and I do respect it. You understand me? That's why I come on and we can watch the game and chop it up. You get me?
Yeah.
And we learn
We're gonna open. That's what we need to do, JD. that's another thing with us
But
as
that's what I've been
Jamaicans.
doing. I don't need to do it. I've been doing
No,
it.
me
And
know,
people
so
beat
you,
me.
you basically open the African market already. You see me?
Yes.
You open up the African market, and I imagine that if I can open up the Premier League market, and then we can even start collaborating on certain things and just get the thing
Believe me,
bigger.
JT, look. If you start a drama, just type in JFF, eat, rice and peas later. 200 people here. So the more you're educating people, as in general, you're educating more Jamaican people. So you're gonna have your track start fill with Jamaican people, and it's going to educate them because sometimes they want dedication, you know. Because it was Jamaican who taught me that, you know, said sometimes JD you're acting too harsh. The people
Yeah.
just don't understand sometimes. So if them ask you 50 times, just explain to them. And then I did English Premier League videos, and I saw 100 Jamaicans in it. And then that 100 built up the next one to the next 150. So
Yeah.
keep on doing what you're doing, man. I like it. I like it, you know.
Yeah. We're gonna do that, man, and a lot of youth football will be coming up and stuff as well. But also I did tell you in the past, JD, that nothing happens before the time. We did have to get things together, and now we finally can dive in, and it's gonna be football, and and then in the late night when we just want to talk a bag of nonsense or a bag of knowledge, we go over there. So you see me
I
I
will
say?
watch it. I will not be partaking in it, you know, but I will watch it and support it just like how I will share your videos them on football. I promise you I will support it just the same, but I will not take in part in it. I will listen and laugh.
Another thing, Eric Soul, me and JD were talking about this yesterday. It was so disappointing that all those big Manning Cup and the Costa Cup games, you can't find the game being broadcasted.
Yes.
Like, it was so
Terrible.
strange, bro. We couldn't find a game to watch. Me, if you watch a youth have him phone with Clarendon College and a beer bad with them a cuss. Told me them youth they deal with players, bro. Yo, my calling is working, bro. JT, you need to get your calling up on, bro. The calling is working. Is always have the number up. The calling is working, Stefan. Even on the other show, you see the number on the screen. The calling is working. That's where Siobhan and them call in. They're on the calling. They're not just on the panel thing. They're on.
Sean, I won't get beat up for my lady. I just don't want to go on those shows. I will listen to what JT is saying, learn. Because the one thing about me, you know, I'm not afraid to say that I don't know certain things, you know. So because I don't know it, I would just listen. And if I can add some actual quality to it, I will come in and try and assist JT. But if I don't know it, I'm not gonna just come up there and make that man convince me. Say me need to get kicked in my face.
His name is Black Goal.
Yes, I will not. Black Goal? Is it one of our Reggae Boys commenters?
No. Him and already.
Okay.
Him sell like antique furniture and those things.
Okay. Oh my God. Wow.
Yeah. Black Goal.
Yeah. Sorry about that a while ago. The score ended 0-0 between Claremont and Strasbourg. So no goal for Shamar again. But his side earned a draw.
Okay. And how was his performance based on your analysis?
I gave him probably a 6 or a 5. Just average. He wasn't great or nothing. He got maybe 1 or 2 lookings, but he wasn't great. He didn't stand out to me.
Okay. It wasn't anything stand out there. Okay, so here is a lady who just commented on a video that I did where the tourists who lost 10 million Jamaican dollars, where them say them go to Jamaica and them just love the vibe, but everybody was friendly to them and start selling them everything at a higher price. This lady said they were being genuinely stupid. You don't completely trust strangers nowhere in the world. Worst of all, Jamaicans. They had to know the history of Jamaica before they go there. So I was saying in the video that it wasn't just Jamaica. You know that, JD, you go to Morocco, Greece, anywhere them place, Turkey. If you don't have no sense, they must sell you a bottle of water for $50.
Yeah. Sense
I
is
was just about to mention
universal. If you have no sense, I'm gonna exploit you. You know?
I was just about to mention Morocco and Egypt. Those places are way worse than Jamaica. Way worse. We're
Mr.
talking about
United,
30%, 30 times markup, 50 times markup. I mean, some is for 1 US and them are tell you for 20 US. That's what we're talking about. That's the rate of increase and ridiculousness.
But you go on the sad thing that happened to the couple, they end up in a homeless shelter in Jamaica
oh
and
my
got
God.
arrested for overstaying
Oh God.
because they couldn't get a ticket back to the US, and the US embassy didn't want to buy them a ticket after they blew 64,000 US, and they got
So
convicted in court in Montego Bay. It was
so
crazy.
were they robbed? Like were they physically
No, they weren't
put at
physically
gunpoint and
robbed.
robbed?
No, they
So
weren't physically
they
robbed.
chose to spend all their money.
Yeah, they said that the
They got
Jamaican,
coerced into
yeah,
spending of their
coerced
money.
in
They got
spending all their
coerced.
money.
Yeah.
Coerced only work if you actually fall for it. You know that, right?
Yes. But we
Okay, so you
we
have
have
to
some
decide to
very
fall for it. So those people should
convinced.
take some accountability for their actions.
Yes, I know. That's what we said.
That's what
You
they get
said
for stupidity.
yes.
Yeah.
Mr. United, why are you conning me out into boss JD? Stop acting innocent. Any man that keeps party in Jamaica was a ladies' man. I never shy away from my lifestyle before. But what if I just said I'm going to learn? You never listen to what I've said. I never said I'm not going to go on the show with JTL. I said I just want to learn first. So I'm not going to just jump on it. I will learn. Maybe I just want to listen to them to see where I can help J Taylor to promote the content because
Yeah,
looks like
man.
he
Yeah,
likes
man.
that.
JD,
So
your support,
that's my
bro.
skill set. That's my skill set to look
I
at things
think,
and see
bro, as me said, the algorithm, a lot of people don't understand people. Like getting in the YouTube algorithm is the hardest part. Making
Yes.
the videos and them think that's easy. May I tell you, when JD came over here and shared the video, from that day, the channel, it got into the algorithm. You see me I say, and this
Him
channel
don't know me
now,
go to work, man. Him don't know me go to
yeah,
work at that
this
time.
channel
Problem.
hasn't got, so people may just drop the video that we did on the tourist. It was a couple
All right, the
from
video,
Texas.
Let me
Yeah,
click
it's
it.
a couple from
So we
Texas,
can
and
subscribe,
they said they went to Jamaica for the love of it and etc. And they just got robbed and tricked into buying things at a higher price. You see what I mean? Who is Liverpool playing today?
Liverpool should be playing Luton.
Luton.
Amari Bell, I
Okay.
saw Amari Bell posting a few things. I don't know if he's coming back or something. Yeah.
Yeah. So JD, I will be doing a watch along for that, because I'm up on Sunday.
Yeah, oh Lord God. all right.
As we say, just we have to put in the work to expand the thing, brother.
Yeah, man.
You see me? And I'm up and running. So people, I will be back with the Liverpool watch along. See me, I make some dinner for my daughter. Bless up everybody.
You're
All
respect. Take care, people. Smash the like button on your way out.